Hey guys!
And gals!
So this video is for all of you who are starting out with VCV Rack, and there will be also a link in the description to a playlist I made with videos for beginners to VCV and modular synthesis in general. And this is what you will get the first time you open VCV. This is the patch, the default template you will get, and this default patch is more aimed for using with a MIDI keyboard or your own computer keyboard. And the first thing we have to do is to choose the audio interface on the audio 8 module, so we will get also sound. Here you can choose between ASIO, Wasapi, direct sound, and here you can choose your device. In my case I'm using Reaper, and already you can see the green lights are on. Again, in my case, I'm using Reaper, so I have multiple inputs and outputs. It can be that you will have only 1 and 2 active, and it's also okay. Now it's ready for us to use. In my case, I will use the computer keyboard, and you can see it here on the MIDI module. If I hold Control and I drag the mouse wheel, I can zoom in and out. So I have here the computer keyboard chosen. This is again what you will get when you open the first, or when you open VCV for the first time. It will be set to the computer keyboard, but you can also choose, let's say for example, the Windows MIDI, and then choose your device. I have for now nothing connected, so I will go back to the computer keyboard and choose the keyboard I have. Very nice. So you can choose also your MIDI keyboard, for example. And let's see what's happening here. We have the VCO1, which is a voltage controlled oscillator, and it will generate the sound. In this case, it has 4 different waveforms to choose from. And in this case, the sawtooth wave is going to the VCF, which is a voltage controlled filter. And again, have a look in the playlist. There are videos about this, so you can dig a bit deeper. From the filter, from the low pass output of the filter, this voice is going to the mixer. You can see it here, and there is an envelope, an ADSR envelope, controlling the level, the volume, the actual volume of the sound, but it also controls the filter, the cutoff point of the filter. So as soon as I hit a key, the filter will let the sound through, and the level will also go up. So now I will play the keyboard a bit. Very nice. So we have sound, and you can see that the mixer is sending 2 cables to input, or to device 1 and 2. So in this case, it will be sent to both speakers. If I send it just to input 1, it will be just on the left. Just to input 2, it will be just on the right. So we have to send this mix to both inputs, or both two device inputs. And how we can drag more than 1 cable from the same output? We just hold Control or Command on the Mac and just drag another cable, and you can see I can drag as many as I want from all of the different outputs, never mind which one. So you can take multiple cables from the same output. Now we can start playing this and changing the parameters. So for example, I can change the actual pitch, the frequency of the VCO. I can make this like a coarse tuning, just dragging it left and right with the mouse. And if I hold Control and make this change, this will be a sort of a fine tune. You see, so it's moving slower. And this will work on every knob, never mind tune or not tune. So now we can start making those changes. Maybe take the frequency down. Oh yeah. Add some resonance for the filter. Oh man. Watch the levels. Very nice. Now you can see that when I hover with the mouse on any knob, actually on any parameter, Also if it's a fader or a slider. I have what's called the tooltips, so I can see, for example, the frequency of the VCO. I can see it's a 38.422 Hertz. And to enable this, you go to View and enable parameter tooltips. And now another cool thing you can do, if I right click the knob, I can enter the exact frequency in this case I want. So for example, if I want A440, the base frequency will start at A440, I enter 440, hit enter, and now I have exactly 440 Hertz, and will be my base frequency. From there it will start. I can also take it lower. Let's say now I want an octave lower. I know that an octave lower than 440 is 220. You just divide it by 2. So I right click 220. Even another octave lower. And again, you can do this for any knob, or fader also, you just right click it. And here in this case, let's say for the mixer we have dB, so I can enter, now it's on 0, I can enter -1, for example, to take it 1 dB lower. And if I want to reset the knob or the fader or the parameter I change, I just double click it with the mouse, with the left click on the mouse, and it goes back to the default. Of course, we can make other connections also. Let's, instead of the sawtooth, let's use a square wave. And you can see here on the scope how it looks like. I can also take another voice, let's say a sine wave, to add more bass to this, directly to the mixer. And now it will just drone, because I don't have the envelope controlling its level. So let's send the envelope also to control the level of this voice. And now I have a square wave and a sine wave mixed. And if I take this lower, oh yeah, this is with the sine wave. Without the sine wave, it will sound like this. Again with, it's a bit fuller. Oh yeah. Another thing we can do, in VCV 1.0 we have polyphony. So if I right click the Midi to CV module, I can choose how many polyphonic channels I want. Let's say I want 3. Now you can see the cables became thicker. Again, have a look in the description. There is also a link to a video all about polyphony in VCV. Let's bring back the frequency of the oscillator, take the levels a bit down because now we have more voices. And now I can play chords. Very nice, and you can choose how many polyphonic channels you want, up to 16 voices you can have. Again, if you're using a MIDI keyboard, it can be really useful. Okay, and that was it. Go have fun and experiment, and again, have a look at the playlist for more examples and information. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you enjoy what I do, consider becoming a Patreon. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell, and have a good one.